You can write as I cubed times I, or we can write as I squared times I squared. Yes? Both is possible. So if I will write I squared times I squared, what I have, we know I squared is -1.
So it will be 1.
Yeah, it will be 1. -1 times -1, which will be 1. Then if I will continue to find the I to the power of 5, now I know that I to the power of 4 is 1. Now I will try to use this one. Here I was using I squared. Here I will use now I4, I to the power of 4. So what will be I to the power of 5 is equal to I to the power of 4 times I, yeah? So I to the power of 4, we found that it is 1. 1 times I, so the result will be?
-1.
-1.
No, I.
I to the power of 6, how I can write I to the power of 6?
I5 times I.
I5 times I, you have here I5. It can be, let's do like that. I to the power of 5 times I to the power of 5, we found that it is I. So it will be I times I, which is I squared, and it is -1. Yes?
Yes.
Then if you will continue, I to the power of 7, what will be?
I6 times I.
I6
times I, which is
-1 times
-1 times I minus I.
minus I, and one more, I to the power of 8.
Minus
I to the
I
power of
times
7
I.
times I.
Minus I times I, which will be minus I squared. So minus 1, which will be 1. You can use here also I to the power of 4 times I to the power of 4. It is possible. Okay, you can use also that one. Now here we started with I squared, but for the, how to say, before I squared, you can write, let me, here I to the power of 1, let's say it is I, okay? Then I squared, it's -1, I cubed, it's I to the power of 4, it's 1. Then I to the power of 5, it's I again. I to the power of 6, it's -1. I to the power of 7 is -I, and I to the power of 8 is 1. Can you see here something? Or this one maybe will help you.
They goes like the first 4, and after that again the same result.
It repeats itself. I -1 minus I1. I -1 minus I1. If you will continue to find I to the power of 9, what will be the result?
No, it will be
I to the power of 10 will be -1. I to the power of 11 will be -I. So it always like this. In every 4 step, let me say, in every 4 terms, it will continue, it will repeat itself. So here, there is a formula about it. Not formula, but a rule. This one. For any n, which is equal to, which is an integer, I to the power of 4n plus 1 is equal to I to the power of 4n plus 2 is equal to I to the power of 4n plus 3 is equal to -I, and I to the power of 4n is equal to 1. So here, look what they want to say here. 4n is a multiple of 4. What we said, it repeats in every 4 unit. You can remember from here, I to the power of 4 is equal to 1. So this part already will be 1. Only this part will be left. I will show you how we are finding this. In other words, you can write if n and k, they are the integers, n is equivalent to k in mod 4. Do you know mod 4? Do you remember this? I don't know if we have given modular 4. These guys, this means when you're dividing by 4, if n, when you're dividing n by 4, if the remainder is k, okay, this tells you that one, n is equal to k in mod 4, is that when you are dividing n by 4, and the remainder is k, okay? Okay, this notation shows you this one. When you're dividing n with 4, the remainder is k, and you're writing in this way, okay? So if you have this one, you can write the I to the power of n as equal to I to the power of k. What am I talking here? I can see from your faces that nothing is understandable, or it is understandable.
Teacher, honestly, from this power of I, from the definitions, nothing.
Nothing. But what about here?
I understood
There,
teacher,
yes.
from there.
I understood.
Yes.
Okay, but this one was problem. Okay, normally I'm not giving in this way, but I tried. I tried to see if it works to continue with this way, but okay, I saw that I am right not to give that way. What am I talking? Now we said that in every 4 power, let me say, in every 4th power, it repeats itself. So what am I trying to find here? I'm trying to find in every power the 4th power firstly. For example, I to the power of 4, I'm trying to find. Why? Because I to the power of 4 is 1. So how I will do it? I will check 26 divided by 4. What is 26 divided by 4?
6.
6 times 4, it's 24, and we have the 2.
2 is remainder.
Now, how can I write 26? Can I write 26 as 4 times 6 plus 2?
Yes.
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 So I'm taking as power I to the power of 26, and I'm writing 26 in this way. I to the power of 4 times 6 plus 2. Now, if you will remember the property, if you have a to the power of m plus n, can we write this one as a to the power of m times a to the power of n? Do you remember this one?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay, so I'm writing this one as I to the power of 4 times 6 times I to the power of 2. This plus, I'm separating them. Now here, in this one, can I write this one as I to the power of 4 to the power of 6? Because it's multiplication from this property. M times n. It's okay?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Times I square. What we said for I square? What is I square?
-1.
It's -1.
1. What we said for I to the power of 4?
It's
1.
1.
It's 1.
1. 1 to the power of 6 times -1. What is 1 to the power of 6?
1.
1 times -1 will be minus.
-1.
So I to the power of 26 is equal to -1. I showed you every step here, the logic of it. But the other rule that you didn't understand says us that if you have the remainder 2, I to the power of 26 is equal to I to the power of 2. And what is I to the power of 2? -1. Okay.
What if the remainder is bigger? Or it cannot be bigger?
It cannot be bigger because you're dividing
Okay.
by 4. The remainder will be smaller than 4.
Okay.
So what I am trying to say, you will take the power, you will divide it by 4, and you will take the remainder directly. For example, for the second one, what we have, I to the power of 43. Now, I will divide 43 by 4. What is the result? 10. 10 times 4, it's 40. The remainder is 3. So it means that, according to the rule, I can take I cubed directly. Why we are taking the remainder directly? Because the other part, it's the multiple of 4, and it will make it directly 1. Because I to the power of 4 is 1, and that part will be 1 directly, and we are taking only the remainder part to check what we will get. Okay?
So teacher,
Okay,
all
that
the
makes sense.
complicated things were only this.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Why?
So what is I cube?
Minus I.
Minus I. Okay. So if I will say you directly, guys, take the remainder, some of you can ask why we are taking the remainder. What is the logic of it? So here I explain it why we are taking the remainder. Because the other part is the multiple of 4. And because it is multiple of 4, and because I to the power of 4 is 1, that part will be 1 directly. And the remainder part will give us the result. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
And the part that you didn't understand, this one says us that. Okay? When you are dividing this notation, the modular notations, is this one. You are dividing n with 4, and the remainder is k. So if you have this case, it says I to the power of n is equal to I to the power of k. It says take the remainder directly. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Now the last one, I'm giving you time to solve this one. While you are solving that one, I will take the attendance. Alexander is here.
Yes.
Yes, his camera is on. Eva?
Here, teacher.
Eva is also here.
That one, teacher, is 1.
Okay. Oops, what thing? Eva is here. Yona?
Here.
Here. Ermal?
I'm here.
Ermal is here.
Yes.
Yes, sleeping?
No.
No,
Maybe.
maybe. Fatih?
Here, teacher.
Here. Kibariye?
Here.
Arta?
I'm here.
Here. Giovanna?
I'm here, teacher.
Stanche?
Stanchi is here, teacher.
Stanche is here. Okay. Salman?
I'm here.
Mesa?
I'm here.
Mesa is here. Besan?
Here, teacher.
Your camera, Besan, is open or not?
Yes.
Yes. Let me check because I cannot see. Okay. Thank you very much. Yes, Salman, you said that it is
1.
1. The others?
Yes, teacher, it will be 1.
So what you did? You divided 76 by 4.
It's 19.
18.
19, 18. Which one?
9.
19.
19. Salman, it's 19. So because there is no remainder, it's 0. It will,
It will be I to the power of 0, which is 1.
yes, which is 1. Or in other
I,
words,
I got it in a different way, that's why. Maybe.
again, Salman has his own way. How you got it, Salman? Tell us. Maybe
Teacher, I did like 72 divided by 4, and the remainder would be 4, so logically it is 1.
72.
76 minus 72 is 4, right? And teacher, I don't know how to explain.
Teacher, he divides with a lesser number, so he gets
4 as a, yeah.
Ostatok, and then he makes the Ostatok to 1.
Ostatok
So
to
he gets
1.
the same-
Okay.
Yes, he gets the same answer a different way.
Okay. Why you are making it more complicated?
It was faster in my mind.
Huh?
It was faster in my mind.
Okay. Okay. If you have found your way, if it is logical, if it is acceptable in math, it's okay. Okay, you know,
Okay.
I'm open to all the new ways, but to be acceptable in math, not something new that hasn't proved yet. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
now can I continue?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Okay. Now here, Alexander, what will be I to the power of 10? Directly, can you say?
I.
It will be I. Let's see. It doesn't work here. Why? It was working in the others. I need to take this one here, but it doesn't work in this. So let's see.
Teacher, just right.
I to the power of 10. Alexander,
Is equal to 10
I.
divided by 4.
10 divided by 4. And what will be
It will be 2.
2?
Ostatok will be 2.
Ostatok will be 2. I squared.
So I square is equal to
Minus
minus.
Minus 1. You said I.
Teacher, I saw them. That's why. Saw the table.
Okay.
So I thought they are the results.
Now, normally I need to take one of them and to put here. If it is correct, it stays. If it is not, it doesn't work for
Okay.
your class. What will be I to the power of 19, Eva? Can you see directly the reminder? What will be the reminder?
no, teacher.
19 divided by
It should be divided by 4.
will be
It's divided by 4. It will be 5.
4
No,
is
4.
20. 4 times 4 is
4 is
60.
60. And 3.
3 so it will be I cube. What is I cube?
I cube. 3I cube. It will be I.
It will be minus
Minus I.
minus I. Okay. Stanislav, what will be I to the power of 18? What will be the remainder?
The remainder will be 2, teacher. So it's I cube. I square.
Yes.
Yes. And
Yes.
teacher, I wasn't present when you taught this, so
I
I don't know what
squared
to get.
minus 1.
-1. Okay, teacher.
Okay. Thank you.
Teacher, can I do the next one?
Yes. I to the power of 31
Yes, it's 31.
divided by
Teacher, yes, divided by 4. It will be
okay.
8.
8.
32. Yes, 8. 32.
But 32 it will be.
It will be 7.
Here we have 31.
Oh, sorry.
It will be
So it will be 7.
yes.
28.
28 and
3.
will be 3. So we have
Yeah,
I cube
minus I.
minus I. Okay, thank you. Fatih?
Sure.
I to the power of
Reminder is 1.
The remainder is 1. So we will have
And
directly
I.
great.
Teacher,
Yes.
can you explain about why is I square is -1 and I cube is minus I?
I can explain, but I think that 20
You
minutes
already did.
I explained
Yes, teacher, but
here. We said that I is equal to root of -1. The definition of I, imaginary unit. Do you remember?
yes.
Yes. So when I will take square of both sides, I square will be -1. Yes.
So
So with this one, I found all
we're
the other powers that we found together. Do you remember? I
yes. So we are doing root of -1 times root of -1 in the first one.
Yeah, you can think like that. I square will be, as you said, root of -1 times root of -1. Or not like that, but it will be better in this way. Then it will be
Yes.
-1. If you will think in this way, if it is easier for you, I square will be -1, but also the definition of I, where is it? In the definition of I, we are giving it. I is equal to root of -1 and I square is equal to -1. If you'll remember here,
Okay, teacher.
okay?
Yes.
Okay, let me find now. And we were working here. I to the power of 17, we said. Erman, what will be I to the power of 27?
If we divide 27 by 4, it's going to be 6. And the remainder will be 3.
Then we have
So I cube is going to be minus I.
minus I, it will be okay.
I.
Thank you. Yona, what will be I to the power of 25?
Teacher, it will be I.
It will be I. Why? Because the remainder.
25 divided by 4 will be 6. The remainder will be 1.
Yes.
And I to the power of 1 is I.
Okay, great. And who did an answer? Kibaria? I to the power of 14? Kibaria, I cannot hear you. 14 divided by 4. What will be?
Divided by 4.
I think that your connection is not good. We cannot hear you. Kibaria. Rumeysa, will you help Kibaria?
-1. Teacher,
-1. She said something, but so 3 times.
you hear
Kibaria, your voice is not coming clearly. I think that your connection is not good. So I to the power of 14 is -1. It's okay? Did we understand the powers of I?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Okay, so always we are dividing by 4. Now, if you have written this one, I will continue. If it is okay.
It's okay, teacher. I took food.
Okay. Now here we have bigger numbers. In smaller numbers, in some of them directly we can see the remainder, but in these ones, it's a bit harder to find the remainder. I mean, directly to find the remainder. Again, you will do the division, but here we need to remember the divisibility rules. Do you remember the divisibility rule by 4?
Yes, teacher. If the
Yes,
last two
with the last
numbers,
digits.
2 digits are
Mhm.
divisible by 4,
Yes, so
then the whole number is divisible.
yes, in first one, the power is 1940. I will take last 2 digits.
It's divisible.
40. It's divisible. 40 divided by 4 will be 10, and which is the remainder is 0. So what will be I to the power of 1940?
It will be 1.
It will be I to the power of 0, which is 1. Here in B, what we have?
It will
It's
be
not divisible.
-1. It will be I, not -1.
It will be I. 13 divided by 4 we have, because the last 2 digits is 13. So it is 3 times 4, 12, 1. So it is I to the power of 1713 will be I. Yes, am I right?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. In C? Which numbers will take in C?
98, teacher.
98. We'll divide it by 4. What we have?
24, teacher, I think.
24 or, yeah, 24.
Yes,
Yeah,
24.
Yes, it will be
And it
96.
will be
96.
-1.
And 2 is
Okay.
the remainder.
2 is the remainder. So we have I to the power of 3,498 is equal to,
Will be -1.
which is -1. And in the last one,
17, teacher.
79 we're taking, then it will be 1, 4,
19.
19. It will be, yes. And the remainder will be
3.
3.
3. So I to the power of 1,879 is equal to I cube, which is
-1.
Minus
minus I. Okay, did we understand if we have bigger numbers, how we'll do it?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so everything here with the powers of I is related to the 4. Dividing by 4, remainder, and if you know the first powers of the I, like I to the power of square, I to the power of 3, and I to the power of 4. And the others will be easy to find. It's okay, can I continue?
It's okay.
Wait, teacher.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Teacher, did you fix the YouTube, your YouTube or not?
Oh, no, I didn't check. I think that because my mail address is given from, the math department of the school, YKC. And I don't know what they have done, like the birthday there. And I am seen in YouTube younger than 18 years old. And because of that, there is restriction. I need to fix that one. But I will upload today, but remind me later, I am forgetting in school.
Okay, teacher.
Okay?
Okay. But
I will
also
also-
the lessons from geometry, because I haven't written any.
Okay. I will open a new course in Schoology and I will upload there, okay?
Okay.
I will send you the code.
Okay, teacher, but you look 18, so it's
I look
okay.
at it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
It's okay.
I hope to be 18 again, but it's best. In negative ones, it's a bit different. Guys, there are lots of different things here. I'm checking how they have negative powers. What we'll do, 96 minus 96. Firstly, I have used to give in this way. Firstly, you need to write the power as positive power, okay? And it will be I to the power of minus 96 is equal to, how I can write this one as a positive power? When we had negative power, do you remember? A to the power of
1
n.
1 root of
Over a n.
90.
1
One.
over a.
1 over a to the power of n. So 1 over I to the power of 96. So now what I will do, 96 divided by 4, which is
24 again.
24 again. And what we have? 96. There is no reminder, huh?
Yes, teacher.
So it will be 1 over I to the power of 0, which is 1 over 1, and it is 1. Okay?
Yes, teacher.
For B, I to the power of minus 155. Then this one will be 1 over
It will be
I to the power of 155.
1 over minus I.
1 over minus I. You did 55 divided by 4?
Yeah.
12,
So it
teacher.
Will be
12,
Yes,
yes.
13.
Yes, it will be
13?
13. I think, yeah. 12
Yeah.
is 3. So it will be 1 over I cube. And it is 1 over minus I. In these cases, guys, when you have I in the denominator, we are not leaving it as I. Do you remember rationalizing denominator? When we had square root in denominator, we're multiplying not to have square root. Do you remember that one?
yes. We were multiplying with minus I minus I.
You can multiply with minus I, or directly you can multiply with I and I over I, to get I square here. When you will get I square, what we'll have? We'll have here minus I square. What is I square? Minus 1.
1.
It will be I over minus times minus plus 1. So the
Over one.
will be I. Okay?
It's okay.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Yes, teacher, it's okay.
Yes.
okay, then in C, I will give you time to solve it by yourself.
Teacher, we will have 1 over I.
In C,
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
okay, so directly I'm writing. So it will be 1 over I, let me say it like this. Then what we'll do again, we'll multiply by I over I. And then it will be I over I squared, which is I over minus 1. And it is minus I. I'm giving
In D, we will have 1 over minus 1, which will be minus 1.
one more time in D.
Yeah.
I was thinking that you're saying something about C. Okay, in D, what you said, look, I'm not checking I'm trusting to you guys. What you're saying, I'm writing. I to the power of minus 5,130.
130
It's 1 over,
minus 1.
it's I squared.
Minus 1.
Yeah, minus 1.
So 1 over minus 1. So the result is minus.
Minus 1.
Why? Because 30 divided by 4 will be 7.
7.
28. And the
Ostatok is
reminder
2.
is ostatok. Reminder.
Let's start.
Ostatok. It's okay? Did we understand?
Yes,
Yes,
teacher.
teacher.
Yes,
we're
teacher,
not-
but isn't teacher, I over 1 because there's 60?
Which one?
C, teacher. We
C?
get 60 over 61, so we get 1 reminder.
Yes.
It's I over 1, right?
1 over I, you mean?
Yes, 1 over.
Yes. 1 over
But
I.
then we have I to the power of 1, teacher.
Yes, I to the power of 1, which is I.
Okay.
Yeah?
It's okay, teacher. Yes.
Then we are not leaving in the denominator the I, okay? Because of that, we are multiplying with the I to get the I squared there. And then the result will be minus I. It's okay?
Yes, teacher.
Did we
Yes,
understand?
teacher, it's okay.
Okay, now here again, we have less than 1 minute. I don't know if we'll have time to solve.
We have 1 more lesson.
Yes, we have 1 more
We have
lesson.
13.
Okay, now you can write these questions in your notebook, or you can take a picture. If you want, you can try to do something. What we'll do next lesson, I will explain you, okay?
It's okay.
Okay, teacher.
So the Zoom will close itself. So see you.
Bye.
See you.
Bye,
Goodbye.
teacher.
Goodbye, goodbye, teacher.
Bye bye.
Have a nice time until next lesson.
Thank you.